you guys. So I'm back. Like I said, I have to put these videos up because I don't know what's going on with my upload. Like when I try to upload my videos that I've created, I have like 3 or 4 that I need to put up, and it's not allowing me to put them up. I don't know. It keeps giving me an error message and kicking it back out. So I don't know what's going on. So that's why I'm just going live and doing it this way. Not really trying to set up an audience or anything like that. So I'm just going to go live. I hope you guys are having a good Sunday. I wanted to come on and talk about some stories that are out here. The first one I'll start with is this whole Tasha K and Cardi B saga, which is still going. Now, the people are saying that Cardi went to court, I believe, on the 3rd and filed to have, she wants the judge to take Tasha's channel down at the end of the day. That's what people are saying. One of the YouTubers, I think Sweet Pea Diaries, she actually has the paperwork. I don't have the full um, court documents, but she actually went to court to file again for them to take Tasha's page down. So I guess she's feeling that way. I think that's a lot. I think that Tasha has a right to talk. I think that this whole thing that she wants to now bully her and tell her she can't talk about her at all. She can't talk about you. She can't lie on you, but she can talk about you. She can talk about whoever she want to talk about as long as she's not lying. A lot of stuff that we touch on and most YouTubers is already in the media anyway, right? It's already out there. The whole thing that she was able to get her on was the fact that she was trying to break that story first of all, and have this girl come on there and say that all this stuff about her that she didn't verify any of it. And so that's how she was able to get Tasha what she's getting Tasha on. But as far as Tasha giving her opinion about her music, what she got on, whatever else, her relationship, whatever else, she has a right to do that, just like every other YouTuber on here. And so I don't know how far they will go with all of that. As far as Tasha owing her money, maybe that is how she's going to try to tie asking them to do that in. But if you can't get blood from a turnip, like I said, if the lady is not making money, you're trying to end her career or do whatever it is that you're trying to do, then you're not going to get that money. I mean, when they took that video down, me and some other people, we went to see how Tasha, because when you have videos and you're making money off of those videos, and then when that, I told you guys this, the way they decide how they're going to pay you is not what people think it is. It's all of these things combined. So when now those videos went down, that she got that 4 million, I think that her highest rated video was, unfortunately, that video about Cardi B, and that's why Tasha didn't want to take that video down. It got up to, it was up here, what, 3 or 4 years. So it had like 4.6 million views or something on there. She was still accumulating money off of that video every time people would still click on it. And so when that video went down, so did her money. Like, she is not really making money off of YouTube because now it's weird. Even that happened to me recently. So, and I don't have nowhere near those views because it's nothing to me. It's really nothing to me for my videos to come up missing. But for somebody that has a video with millions of views on there, it's going to make your money fluctuate. And so she's not making money off of YouTube. So you can take her YouTube channel and it's not really doing a whole lot to her. Now, if she's not the type of person who's asking for super chats and all that stuff. I know she has her backup channel, her diehard fans, the winos are over there. They may donate to her on that channel. I'm not sure. Um, but on her main channel, she's not receiving super chats and all of that stuff that you see some YouTubers get involved in when they do have the large platforms. Everyone's not eligible for super chats as well. So you have to have a certain amount of people watching your videos and subscribe to your channel in order to even be eligible to even ask somebody for a super chat. That's why we asked you guys to donate to our Venmos or Cash Apps, because that's the only way that we're going to get donations. And so if she takes her channel, she's going to take up the income really I don't know what her website is doing. And then here's the other part of all of that. Well, let me let you guys listen to what Funky Dineva and Claudia Jordan Al Reynolds had to say, because they were talking about this as well. A lot of people are already talking about this, about her saying that she wanted to take her channel down. I guess she's upset because Tasha kind of made it to mainstream media with Nick Cannon referencing her in his Hot Topics by saying, that she said, I ain't got it. Which, like I already said, why would you sue somebody for $4 million and you know that they don't make that kind of money? That does not make sense. Um, unless she is making that kind of money. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know what her net worth is, um, or what her assets are worth. I don't know. And I'm just being honest about that. I don't think you taking her YouTube channel that is going to put $4 million in your pocket anytime soon. Um, and that's just my opinion. Now, Michelle Brown was over there talking about how she can garnish her check and do all this, that, and the other. Like I said, I'm not a lawyer, but I almost swore that, to my knowledge, you cannot garnish somebody's check on a civil case. Like, no, she just put a story out here that wasn't necessarily true. Um, she didn't do nothing to Cardi B. Cardi B is still making a living. She's doing better than she ever was with all of the stuff that was going on with Tasha. So you can't say that that lady has affected your life in any kind of way other than you trying to say some medical stuff. And if you were that, hurt, as you say, mentally or whatever, you stay off of social media as well. And I'm gonna go ahead on and put that out there. And I know that, judges and whomever else, they're gonna side with that celebrity. But I'm just saying, if you're saying that you're in some type of mental, she's all over social media. Every time somebody says something, she's already aware that they said it. She's on Twitter saying whatever. So she's still actively engaged in what people are saying on social media. So you're gonna have to take that with the good and the bad of that. Everybody's not gonna sit on social media and compliment you when they just don't feel that way, right? So you can't bully people into making them talk about you a certain way. Now, and also Cardi B is not innocent. Like, she was saying a lot of racist, racially toned things about black women, and that lady is dark skinned. So when you're saying some of that stuff and you're saying certain things a certain way, she's going to feel a way about you doing that. So you shouldn't have looked for her to treat you any other kind of way. At the end of the day, celebrity or no celebrity, you're still just a person at the end of the day. Okay. So let's not do that. Anyway, I'm going to play what they were playing, what they were saying, and then I'm going to come back because I just wanted to touch on something else. And I'm going to move on to my next story.
Cease and desist, right? I'll never forget a good friend of mine, Janae, who was the editor-in-chief of Gossip when I first started blogging a long time ago. We were having lunch, and she said something to the effect of, at Gossip, when we get a legal notice, we just take it down. No questions asked, no back and forth. We just take it down. Granted, Gossip is part of a bigger corporate entity because we don't have the time and or the money for litigation, right? And just looking back at all of this, it was for naught. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wish Tasha would have just taken the stuff down from the get-go, but for whatever reason, pride and ego may have gotten in the way, and ain't nobody going to tell me what to do with my stuff, whatever the case may be. And it just was not worth a $4 million lawsuit. And it's not worth this continued court drama. I have been, as a blogger, in the courts. I've been in the courts with Sheree. I've been with Whitfield from Housewives of Atlanta. I've been in the courts with various other people. I've been Chris Stokes has sued me. I have been in the courts. This stuff is not fun. It drains your soul. It drains your life. You have it looming over you, and you just want it to go away. So I'm pretty sure Tasha's somewhere just wanting all of this to go away. But Cardi B is not wrong. She's taking a page out of the 48 Laws of Power. We basically say if you're going to engage in war with somebody, you make sure you destroy them. And that's what she's doing.
Hold up, Chris Stokes sued you?
Girl, yeah.
Uh-oh.
What happened? I care more about this now.
I know, right?
I'm like, Al, you gonna have to Google it. No, just really quickly, me and another friend of mine who were a blogger, we were blogging about his how can I say this? Alleged molestation stuff that was going on out there about it, and he wanted it from the internet because he was trying to resurrect his career putting together boy bands and stuff, and that stuff was damaging. And I found myself in a similar situation where, you know, they sent the cease and desist. I refused to comply, you know what I'm saying? And it ended up making it to the court level. Fortunately for me, it ended up getting dismissed or whatever, but that could have been me on multiple occasions.
Wow. Okay. All right. Thanks for sharing. Al, what do you think about this and with Tasha K? Do you think, I mean, I believe that she really, you know, believes in the stuff that she's saying and through her sources, and that's why she's standing so strong in this case. You know what I mean? Like, that's right. My opinion. What do you think about this?
Right. You know, at first when it all happened, I thought Cardi B was just trying to make an example of Tasha K, right? I thought that after she had won the settlement or got the judgment, I thought it was going to be all over. But you know what? Cardi B ain't playing with Tasha K. And Cardi B's pockets are real deep. And I think what really gets under Cardi B's skin is that even in court, Tasha K says she's not going to stop doing what she does. She's not going to stop making false statements. That's her business, and no one's going to tell her how to run her business. I think at this point, she just crossed the wrong woman. We know Cardi B don't need the money. Cardi B is paying for people's funerals, and we just found out on Monday she got a $1,400 tip for waiters at a restaurant the other day. So it's not about money for Cardi B. It's about teaching Tasha K a lesson. Now, I don't tell people what to eat, but I think if Tasha K wants to continue in this business, she might need to eat a little bit of humble pie.
Okay, so that's what the people down to the Foxhole had to say. I think that's Claudia's show. I don't know. Oh, TGIF. That's the TGIF show. And you guys know that Funky Dineva is on OWN now. I was like, all right. So that's nice that he's finally moved, because, you know, he was going in about Nene wanting to put this show together, which they actually took the format from the show Nene put out there and made this TGIF show, allegedly. But it sure comes off like Nene's idea. But anyway, so I was happy to see him on OWN. Like, you know, I know that it's certain people that are here on YouTube that are trying to do other things within the industry. And so that's good for him. Congratulations on that. Which he was already doing stuff. You know, he was on Sister Circle, and then he was working with, is that VH1 when Love and Hip Hop Atlanta first came on around the first or second season. So, you know, he's making his move. So congratulations to him. Now back to this Cardi stuff. Like, just because she is a rich woman and she has money does not give her the right to tell people what they can and cannot talk about. Because there are people in general, whether you have money or not, have rights as well. And Tasha K has a right to talk about people. Now, should she poke the bear with Cardi B and start allowing people to come on there and say anything about her? No, she needs to let that go. She needs to leave that alone. I will agree with that, but I don't think that anyone should have a right to tell Tasha what she can and cannot talk about. And just because she can get her removed off of YouTube, she cannot get her removed off of that website. She has a website. She also has an app where you guys can download and follow her that way. So her stories are still going to make it to YouTube, whether Cardi liked that or not. Now, to my understanding, she let the Patreon go because she had some certain videos over there where she was saying certain things about her. And so she went on and let that channel go. I mean, let the Patreon go. But she still has that website, and YouTube don't control her website. Now, if they decide to take her channel down, you know, that I guess that's up to them. But her stories, like when she's interviewing people on her website, we're going to come back and we're still, because I don't have anything against Tasha K, nor do I have to. I don't lick. We don't booty lick over here. We don't do none of that. I don't know none of these people, so I don't owe them nothing. Okay, I don't owe Cardi nothing. And then she was saying some racially charged stuff on top of hanging out at the racist club down in Miami for years. So I don't, you know, I'm not feeling that either. Like, who are you to tell somebody else what they can say? But then you've been out here saying a lot of stuff that you should need to apologize about as well. And that's why that girl was going after Cardi in the first place, because of things that happened before she made it between them, right? The Star Marie girl. which also brings me to the fact, something else that I wanted to bring up, and I don't know if I brought this up before when I was talking about that lawsuit. Star Marie's video, where she's saying all that, she's saying the very same stuff that she took Tasha K to court for. She's saying in that music video. It's a diss track, and you guys can look it up. Star Marie's Cardi B diss track. I forget the name of it, child. But it's still on YouTube. It's still all over YouTube. And she is saying the same stuff that Tasha is saying. That's why I was asking, like, I don't know how Tasha's lawyers represented her. Did Tasha start these rumors? Did she really start this? Right? That is really what that came down to. Now, I think that, yeah, like Choke was saying, like, you sitting in the courtroom with a bunch of non-Black people, you say all this racially charged stuff. She told her to go get the white people to make her take it down. You know, you kind of admitting to the fact that you knew the stories weren't real, but you still put them up there. And so it kind of gives off a certain air, right, about Tasha. And so that's probably why people were leaning towards her. And then a lot of stuff that Tasha says, it can be viewed as bullying, right? When she's talking about any of these celebrities. And that was always my thing, that she doesn't really treat Cardi any different than she treats anybody else, like when she's talking about people anyway. So, you know, it wasn't like she was giving her any type of special treatment. She treats her the way she treats talk about all these celebrities. But the fact that she was kind of saying that even if the stories are not real, I'm going to leave it up there. It's kind of where the problem came in. It's like Funky Dineva said, once you got that legal paperwork, you probably should have snatched all that stuff down, you know. But that was her. So with that being her highest rated video, she statement. But I don't know. Like I said, we'll have to wait and see how all of that plays out. But she still has that website, and when she talks about people or when she interviews certain people on her website, people are still going to run those stories over here. We can, you know, we can still talk about Tasha and what Tasha is talking about. Like, you're only going to control so much of what she's doing. Like, you know, obviously, YouTube is YouTube, and they make a decision because this is their stuff. They're going to make the decision about who's on here and who's not on here. So that's why I think that is why she went on and started the website, so she can ship people to her website. And there's a few people who've already put stuff like that in motion, because you do, at some point, you start realizing that, you know, this is not, even though it's your channel, you feel like you're building it up and you're working for it. Technically, you don't own it, right? They can come and snatch your stuff down whenever they feel like it and not really give you a reason, right? If they don't really want to. So, yeah, I mean, they might take her channel down. I don't know. I don't, you know, think that's the right thing to do. Like, if you expect somebody to pay you, but I don't think she really want the money. It's like Funky Dineva said, she don't really want that money. She just want the control of making it look like she has some control over Tasha. But, you know, I don't know how that's going to work out. We'll see. We will see. Now, what's her name? Claudia went on to say that she had a conversation with someone close to Cardi, and Cardi didn't really want to do that. That is something else that she's after. I don't know. Like, she could, I thought it was fair that she would have just get the money in front of it, and whatever she made for that video, have them give her that money. She don't need the money. You know, it's not like she's going to, it's not like that was really going to pay her medical bills, right? You know, I'm sure when she went to her sessions, that was already covered. So, but yeah, they say she needs to do the money, let her pay you through that video. I don't know. I'm sure she's made some money off of that video with 4.6 million. I don't know how much, but over the years, I'm sure she's made money off of that video. Let her give you that money and just get into some type of payment plan. Now, Funky Dineva also brought up this insurance, and I already told you guys that insurance do not cover if you go out intentionally and do something towards another person. And since Tasha kind of admitted, even though she said she didn't admit to it, she kind of said that she was going to keep the video up there anyway. Now, like I said, to me, I felt like Star Marie started all of that, to be honest. Star Marie was supposed to be the person that knew Cardi B, right? So she was the one who really, really started that. And her music video is still up here saying the woman got the H word, saying the woman is this, saying the woman is that, and she was doing this and she was doing that. So I don't understand how that video gets to stay on YouTube, but then we all mad at Tasha K. So I don't know. I don't know if I really want to read the transcripts to see if Tasha's lawyers were really doing the best they could do for her, because it doesn't sound like they were, to me. That's just my opinion. And like he was saying about that Chris Stokes stuff, Chris Stokes did not have a case against these bloggers because was the guy was the Raz B was the one who said, and he was the victim, allegedly, right? So that is his personal story. He has a right to tell that story. So you can't sue them for running a story that someone is saying they were victimized like that, and so that's the difference to me. But I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, child. The next story I want to get on is Brittney Griner was arrested in Russia. Now, I was reading on Twitter, it's another basketball player, but a male basketball player that was playing in Ukraine, I think. And they were saying that even before when they were talking about war, because I think I said this in one of my videos, when they were talking about war, why didn't people, in particular Black people, start moving? Because we're not going to pretend like we don't know that there is racism in these areas. I'm not getting ready to play stupid about that with nobody. And on top of the fact there are no real Black populations there. So when you start hearing any type of anything, it's probably the best thing you can do is to start leaving. Looking for the door, okay? You might want to start looking for the door right then and there when the conversation started. And if it don't happen, it don't. At least you got out. But anyway, he was saying that they were telling him, the teams were telling them that they had to stay there because the war probably would not happen. So that's why they didn't leave. And then when it came time for them to leave, because he was saying that he was treated just like the Africans are saying, that how they were treated over there. And then one of the other guys that I saw on TikTok, he was also a student, but he also played professional soccer for Ukraine, and he was also treated the way the rest of the students were saying they were treated. So they're trying to put this message out here that it's fake news, but these people have video showing people treating them a certain way. So I don't know how that's fake news. And it's disrespectful for you to call somebody a liar instead of just taking responsibility for the things that that certain people are doing over there. Just take responsibility for their accountability, whatever. Don't sit here and call anybody a liar, because that's just making you look even more racist than you are. To me, I don't, don't anybody put no messages out to me that somebody is giving fake news and I'm just going to believe it when I'm sitting here and watching these videos. But anyway, he was saying that they told them not to leave because the war wasn't going to happen. So that's why they waited to the last minute. And I guess Brittney was trying to leave, and she had CBD oils in packages, 2 packages in her suitcase. And I guess that's illegal over there to have the CBD oils. And that's what they're holding her on. They're counting it as her having drugs as far as marijuana, which to my understanding, I don't think the oils, it's only like, I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so she's being held on having drugs in her possession. And so a lot of people are saying that's bad because, with her being a public figure, they may try to keep her there for whatever reason. It is a war going on, and America is supposed to be somebody's ally, I guess. I don't know. But hopefully her wife posted a statement, Sherelle Griner, and she stated that they are trying to, I guess the WNBA, they're trying to get her out. So hopefully she will get released soon. But let me know what you guys think about that story, because I was like, why are these people still there? Until I saw that guy's story on Twitter. And then on the news, one of the guys, I guess they are like a go in between Russia teams and American players. He was saying he was trying to help a lot of the players book flights to get out. So I don't know. They're saying charge like that can get her up to 10 years if they decide to take her through the court system there. But her wife is stating that the WNBA and I guess other whomever else they're working with, her lawyers or whatever, they're trying to get her released so she can come home. And then the other story that I wanted to touch on was Kandi's show, which starts tonight, Kandi and the Gang. And let me see if I can. And um, she created a theme song for the show. I said, she's just gonna find her a way to get. Let me. Where is it? I want to play it. Oh, here it is.
Careful. Y'all acting like this ain't no soap opera. This is why we drink on the job. We love it.
And the show starts tonight on Bravo. So yeah, so she made the theme song for the show. I was like, okay, she gonna find her a way to get another extra little check on it there. But yeah, so you guys gonna watch the show? Let me know in the comments. And I mean, her shows have been pretty good, the ones that she come up with for Bravo. Let me know what you think about the theme song and the show, and if you plan on watching it. I don't know if I'm gonna make videos about it or not. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about all these stories about Cardi and Tasha K. Do you think that is really going to affect the way Tasha will run her business on her website? Because like I said, she still will put the videos up there over there. And people are still going to talk about the stuff that she puts out on YouTube. It may not be her, but other YouTubers are going to still follow whatever Tasha is doing as far as her interviews or whatever. Also about Brittney Griner and the arrest in Russia. And how do you feel about that situation? About players being, told just to go on and stay because they didn't think the war was going to happen. I don't really know what was said to her in Russia. The guy was saying that he started trying to make arrangements to get the players out of Russia. And it was obviously a different vibe or scene in Russia than in Ukraine, because Ukraine was the one where the war was going on, right? But still, you don't want to get caught in any situation like that, especially when the U.S. is involved in some kind of way, right? Because you may find yourself getting used in some kind of way, and that's unfortunate. And I don't know how the laws and stuff work in Russia like that. So that's, I don't know. Maybe she forgot that she even had the stuff in her bag. It probably was best to just get rid of it. She when she get back here, she can just get it again, because that's not even it's not illegal in most places here, CBD oils. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that story. I'm not sure if there are other athletes stuck in Ukraine. Like I said, I saw the story about the soccer player and then the other basketball player, because some of the players, they will go and play overseas if they don't get picked up in the NBA, or if they get cut and they can still play, they will go and play overseas. Then you have the women who also play overseas. So I don't know. I just hope that if you are Black, have already tried to exit these places. Like, that's not really nothing to play with like that. Like, I don't know why people think these people not really racist. Like, I just went, the minute they say anything is going, I would have just been like, okay, I'm getting ready to leave. That's just how I feel about it. You guys can let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Kandi and the Gang, if you're gonna watch it tonight, about Kandi's spinoff. I don't think we're going to get any special appearances from anybody from Real Housewives of Atlanta. I think that starts, the next season of Real Housewives of Atlanta starts in May, April or May. I'm not sure. It's kind of far out, right? It feels like it to me. But let me know what you guys think about her new show if you're going to watch, and the theme song, Candy and the Gang. And I'll see you guys in the next video.